The Seventh Tower by Garth Nix. Book 2, Castle. Chapter 6. The other side of the gap hurtled toward him. He stretched out his arms and pulled up his feet, willing himself farther and farther on. He knew he wasn't going to make it. In an instant he would be falling, not jumping, the rope whistling away above his head, his shadow guard weakly scrabbling at handholds. He hit, fingers reaching for a hold, feet kicking to get the boot teeth into a foothold. Then he realized he wasn't sliding down a vertical cliff, he was lying flat on the ground, desperately trying to prevent a fall that wasn't going to happen. He'd made it, and he'd jumped farther than Milla. He lay there, panting, while Milla undid the rope from his belt and the pyramid and coiled it up. She didn't say anything then, or as she stepped over him to bring in the other rope and the lantern. Eventually, Tal got up and picked up his pack. His shadow guard moved into its accustomed place at his feet. Maybe the ice carls didn't congratulate one another on escaping death. They just got on with it. Or perhaps not. Good jump, Milla said finally, as Tal shrugged his pack into a comfortable position. Thanks, Tal replied, but Milla had already pulled her face mask into place and turned away. Walking around the pyramid, she disappeared from sight. Look out for the tunnel entrance, Tal said as he hurriedly followed her. It'll be close. The road continued past the pyramid and was in better shape. Much more of the original metal remained, and the mountain had not collapsed onto it. Tal counted at 100 stretches as he walked, holding his lantern high so he could see anything that might be a tunnel entrance. But neither of them saw anything. After 120 stretches, Milla stopped. She raised her mask and said, Perhaps the entrance is on the other side. What? Asked Tal. He lifted his own mask and looked at Milla. You mean the other side of the gap? It can't be. We would have seen it. We should have seen it. Milla nodded, her face expressionless. We will have to jump back. No! Exclaimed Tal. No, it has to be on this side. Milla kept nodding. It took Tal a second to realize that she was trying not to laugh. Then she couldn't hold it in any more, and the laughter burst out. Tal couldn't remember even seeing her smile before. It is an ice carl joke, she spluttered, clapping her fists together. We always joke about revisiting danger, like Talgrim One-Arm, who thought he had to go back to kill the Blue Selski when Vilski had already finished it. I don't get it, said Tal, shaking his head. Milla laughed again and pointed. Look, we're standing next to the entrance. She pointed up above her head. There were square-cut stones laid around a circular hole that led into the mountainside. A tunnel. Tal stared up at the tunnel in disbelief and felt his crooked smile starting to curve up one side of his face. He could put up with any number of stupid ice carl jokes to see the way home. Soon he would be back in the castle. Deliberately, he tried not to think of the troubles that awaited him there. For now, all they had to do was get in that tunnel and follow the map. How hard could that be?